right, let's talk about financial freedom, okay? Because financial freedom is an important thing to discuss because a lot of people, they kind of have a picture of what financial freedom is. You think about it as being like that increase in finances, of course, and that puts you in a place where you can do the things you love. But there's a fundamental component that we get kind of gets glossed over, doesn't get mentioned when we're doing the planning phase of setting ourselves up for financial freedom, and that's our time, okay? Because the most important thing is having the time to do the things you love with the people you love in the places you love. So if you're setting yourself up with investments that rob you of that time, then you're not getting the freedom that you actually want with your financial increase, with your gain, right? So time is key, and there's a practical component to that, and then there's kind of the mental component. So the practical component is what kinds of investments are you getting into. If you're getting into real estate, don't just jump into real estate that maybe you're going to have to spend a ton of time doing renovations if you don't like doing renovations, right? If you're concerned about having to deal with tenants all the time, maybe you want to find solutions where you're not looking at having to manage tenants, right? So your physical time is pretty important in those decisions, right? Now there's another aspect of that, and that's your mental time, your mental energy, your mental effort that goes into making decisions. And this comes to kind of being the inspired mindset, the mindfulness that goes into making decisions. Are you making decisions in real estate based on fear, based on all the noise that's coming in, all the things that everyone in real estate is telling you to be afraid of, or are you making decisions that feel good, right? And why is that important? Because if you're making decisions about what you're purchasing because you're afraid that this is going to happen or you're trying to avoid this happening, you're setting yourself up for failure right from the beginning, because there's always going to be risk in real estate and there's always going to be challenges in front of you, right? It's unavoidable, but if you make the decision feeling good about the decision, it's coming from intuition. There's a knowingness that, okay, this is going to be right for me. There's going to be challenges along the way, but I'm going to be able to handle that. Then when you're on that vacation with your family doing exactly what you love with your financial freedom, you're not going to be anxious. You're not going to be mentally consumed thinking about all the worries that you have in the decisions you made. Whereas the vice versa is if you make decisions out of fear and you're always consumed by those thoughts that things might not go the way you want to control them, then you're setting yourself up for being on that vacation and not actually being present with the people you're with, not really being in the freedom state that you want to be in, enjoying the life that you have. So be cognizant of time, be cognizant of where the decisions are coming from. Try as best as you can to get into a centered state when you're making decisions, and make sure that those decisions feel good. They come from your intuition, and you can sense there's a knowingness to willingness to accept that there's risks in what you're doing, willingness to say that there's going to be challenges ahead, but in this decision, in this particular one, I like what we're doing, right? So don't just jump in because of all the noise that's telling you all these factors, and don't just listen to all the other people in the industry, because everyone has different risk mitigation and everyone has different tolerances for what's going to meet their financial freedom needs, right? And where they're going to spend their time. So just be cognizant that we're all unique. We all have different needs. And so listen to your intuition. Cool. If you like what you're hearing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.